Loving greetings, Vanakkam, Namaste, Prem Namaskar to one and all of you. Welcome to the Monday Sadhana. In our previous episodes, we have discussed the impact of Anavam, Mayam, Karmam on the journey of our lives. Anavam is the ego and egocentric desires. Mayam is the impact of the world on our human life. And Karmam is the impact of your own actions in your life. But there are other things also that is happening in our lives that is impacting on the quality of our lives and the beauty of our journey and the experience of the joys of living. So let us look into this. The stimuli you are exposed to triggers off a sensation in the heart, which in turn triggers off a sensation in the brain. The brain then is able to connect with the energy of the universe, Shakti. This energy is also present in matter, water, fire, air, and space. A Thai physicist once said that every atomic particle performs a never ending energy dance from creation to destruction. And Guru Swamigal, in the beautiful song, he says, Sindayat Kalanda Arivil Adum. God is merged in our minds and He dances in our intellect. So the true nature of our mind is one of pureness because it is like a shrine where God resides. But we have actually allowed all the impurities, ignoble things, and evil thoughts to flood the mind and is affecting the quality of that shrine. And therefore, God is not even dancing in our intellect. But we need to get back to the original, pure, beautiful nature. And we have to then, manam, vaku, gayam, watch our thoughts, words, and actions that will help us in rolling out a beautiful quality of life for ourselves. Where the thought goes, energy flows. Every thought you have emits a frequency to the universe, which comes back to you. If you have negative thoughts, sadness will come back to you. Therefore, you have to cultivate positive thoughts and take care of all your thoughts in your life. Impure, ignoble, negative, bad, and evil thoughts sap your energy and sink you down. And so, how can you actually heal if your energy is low? Pure, noble, loving, good, and positive thoughts give you a lot of power and energy that helps you to heal. The universe does not know negative thoughts and cannot discriminate between good and bad thoughts. Therefore, where thought goes, energy flows. People experience fear of getting sick, fear of getting infected, fear of death, fear of losing the job, fear of poverty, fear of failure, fear of heights, and fear of unknown. And the list goes on and on. Fear is nothing but your own thoughts. It is a state in which we create an illusory world for ourselves. We create a state of illusion. In the state of fear, most of our thoughts are exaggerated or do not exist at all. From the state of illusion, we respond to life. Thinking is obsessive, and the experience of fear creates a limiting state for us. And there is no space for creativity because of the limitations that fear creates. The root of fear is the constant projection in painful happenings to you and your loved ones. The state of fear is depriving you from experiencing life itself. and therefore is not allowing you to be connected to the divine, humanity, and to the universe. In order to enjoy beautiful relationship, we must be well connected and have a beautiful relationship and connectedness, not only with the divine, but with humanity. We must embrace humanity in our hearts and we embrace the universe. And that you feel the closeness to nature, and the closest nature takes you closeness to your divine. Let us look at the tension and stress and the anxiety that we experience. From time to time, we go through the harsh realities of life in which we encounter challenges, problems, trials and tribulations, pain and suffering. Overwhelmed with all these things and all these challenges, we experience so much of tension, stress, anxiety, anguish, and even states of panic. Most of these experiences arise out of fear. We must be able to see the emotions we are going through. Let us look at even the negativity and negative emotions. The emotions of anger, hatred, envy, jealousy, lust, greed hurts you. Anger makes you feel miserable. And the person with whom you are angry with continues life unaffected by your anger. One saint said that the anger is a punishment you give to yourself for someone else's mistake. And anger is also like a ball of fire you hold in the palm of your hand with the intent of throwing it at someone. But you don't throw it. So who is it burning? The ball of fire still remains in your hand. Therefore it burns you and consumes you and not the other. Hatred affects your mind and makes it toxic. Therefore affects the quality of your life. And as anger becomes intensified, the intensified anger becomes hatred. We must all understand and realize the utter futility of becoming angry, the utter futility of harboring all negative emotions in our life. Hurts and pains and the lack of forgiveness is the burden that we carry in our lives. We hurt others by whatever we say or do, and others hurt us by whatever they say or do. The lack of forgiveness affects our minds and our bodies. When we don't forgive, our bonds become broken. Then we start objectifying the other person. We see them as objects and not as persons. We judge the other person. We have resentment in our hearts. It is like cancer that cannot be healed. When we ask God for forgiveness, we open ourselves to His love, His compassion, and His acceptance, and subsequently His grace. Reconciliation is forgiveness in action. So let us now sit comfortably with your spine upright so that all your chakras are in alignment. Keep your hands on your thighs, palm facing upwards. And now move into a contemplation. Contemplate on all your thoughts. How impure they are, how ignoble they are, whether they're evil thoughts. You can also contemplate if your thoughts are pure righteous, noble, loving thoughts. So whatever their thoughts are, contemplate on it. But you need to identify all the negative and impure thoughts that emerge in your mind from time to time. Just contemplate in your and identify all the moments of stress, anxiety, anguish that you've been experiencing in your life. Identify in your contemplation all your hurts and pains and the lack of forgiveness. Now that you've identified all your negativity, impure thoughts, your stress, anxiety, anguish, and your lack of forgiveness. Now visualize yourself walking down concrete steps into the sacred waters of the Ganges River. Keep walking into the river and feeling the cool, sacred waters flushing against your body, cleansing you and healing you. Keep walking into the river until you feel the water is at your shoulder height. The water is flowing vigorously against your body, purifying and purging your body, your mind and your soul. When you dip your head into the water, you will see a dark blue liquid leaving your body and flowing with the sacred waters of the Ganges River. The dark blue liquid represents all the negative thoughts, the impure thoughts, the ignoble thoughts, evil and bad thoughts that you have identified. is now you're letting go of all that into the sacred waters of the Ganges River. The blue liquid also represents all your stress, tension, anxiety, and anguish that you've experienced. And all the hurts and pains that you've been through. It also represents the lack of forgiveness. So let go of all that into the sacred waters of the Ganges River. Continue to let go. Let it liberate yourself from all of that. And set yourself free. As you let go into the sacred water of the Ganges River, whatever you let go does not belong to you anymore. You become free of it. When you dip your head into the water, you will still see the blue liquid leaving your body and flowing with the sacred waters of the Ganges River. Feel yourself being purified and purged. Your mind, body, and soul are being purified and purged. You are being healed. And now when you dip your head into the water, you'll discover there's no more blue liquid leaving your body. So you have let go of all the things that you have identified. You have set yourself free. You are purified and purged, and you are healed. With a sense of contentment, you slowly walk out of the sacred waters of the Ganges River. Walk back up these concrete steps through which you descended into the river. As you walk up, you now visualize yourself seated on a big rock in the green fields with beautiful foliage in the trees around and a river meandering past it. It is a beautiful atmosphere. And you are seated comfortably with your back upright and with all your chakras in alignment. Now ensure that your hands are on your thighs with your palms facing upwards. Take slow, long breaths into your abdomen. Feel your breath moving from the tip of your nostrils all the way into your lungs, pushing out your stomach as you inhale. Feel your abdomen collapse as breath is being pushed out of your lungs when you exhale. Continue this process, breathing in, pushing out your stomach, and breathing out, allowing your stomach collapse. Now visualize a golden ball of light in your heart that is shining bright, beautiful, and brilliant. This golden ball of light is your divine. And feel the vibrations and the energy of the divine in your heart. Awaken to the source of your divine within you. Feel your heart transforming into a sacred space filled with the presence of the divine. Now ask your divine in your heart to lead you into a beautiful state of oneness with your loved ones. Feel your heart opening up and flowering with immense love. Feel a sense of oneness and synergy with all your loved ones, and immerse yourself with this love for all your loved ones. Now bring to your awareness any one relationship that you are struggling with at the moment. A relationship with a family member. If not, then move on to the outer circle of friends. Feel the emotions of hurt and anger as you imagine and feel the other within you. Now gently place both your palms on your heart and connect with your divine. Breathe normally. Pray and ask your divine to let go of your anger and hurt and find peace with the other. Repeat this slowly to yourself. May the dark clouds of anger and hurt slowly dissipate and disappear. May the dark clouds of my anger and hurt slowly dissipate and disappear. May the dark clouds of my anger and hurt slowly dissipate and disappear. Now feel your inner being become filled with love. Immerse yourself with love as you now see and feel the other within you. You are filled with love, and the other is within you. All you could give the other is what you have, and what you have is love. In this moment, you and the other are one. Remain in this beautiful state of being one with the other. in this oneness, in this synergy, immersed with immense love, you'll experience a beautiful state with the other. Express gratitude to your divine for enabling you to find love with the person with whom you are struggling in your life. Slowly come back to your body. Listen to your breathing. And take a deep breath through your nostrils to become completely grounded. And when you are ready, you can gently open your eyes. Thank you very much to all of you for being part of this Monday sadhana. And I'm sure through your perseverance in going through these programs, you're not only going to improve the quality of your life and experience the joys of living, but you'll also achieve the purpose for which you have come into this world. In other words, attaining parisattam, absolute pureness, through which you can achieve enlightenment and liberation. God bless you. Nandri and Vanakkam. Om Namah Shivaya.